So, welcome back to the Beyond Co-Sell channel. This is episode 3 of the mini-series on whether AI will replace partner alliance leaders. Michael and Brett from Pecan were supposed to be here. They're not. Partly scheduling, but mostly because of this. Yep, I'm in Dubai, and that's a UAE government missile alert that comes up nearly every day on my screen. I pressed OK, obviously. And then I thought, you know what, while I'm sheltered in place, I might as well record a YouTube video. Because that's what you do, right? Priorities. In all seriousness, everyone here is fine. It made me think, in co-sell, you're often operating in chaos. Competing priorities, messy information, no time, no clarity. Your head of partners wants a brief by the end of the day. Your sales team has never heard the words marketplace procurement or even really cares what it means. Your AWS partner development manager is asking you why you're not registering more deals in ACE, and your CRO just wants to know where the pipeline is. The missile alert is actually a good metaphor for what most partner alliance leaders face every single week without the dramatic notification. Today I'm going to show you a tool that cuts through exactly that chaos, a co-sell agent I built using an A10. And by the end of this episode, you're going to want one. Here's the problem I kept on running into. And if you lead an alliances or partnership function, you'll recognize this immediately. You've done the work, you've built the hyperscaler relationship, whether that's AWS, Azure, GCP. You understand the consumption model, the marketplace mechanics, the joint story. But your sales team, they don't understand what's in it for them. And you can't train 50 sellers in a room every quarter fast enough to keep up with the deal velocity. So what happened? The co-sell motion dies at the account level. Your reps, or any ISV rep, goes on calls with AWS and asks, what are you going to do for me? Or, I need you to introduce me to the C-level so I can transact my 100K ARR deal. Your reps are shocked that they don't get any help. The AWS reps don't get any value and definitely won't re-engage with that ISV, as the call was a complete waste of time, especially for 100K. The opportunity slows down or disappears completely. You lose the co-sell advantage entirely. This isn't a motivation problem, it's an information and enablement problem. A partnership is all about benefiting all parties, making sure that you bring value to the conversation so each party builds trust and benefits from that relationship. What your sales team actually needs at the moment they need it for the specific account they're working on is a package, a ready-made account-specific co-sell brief that tells them exactly what to say, to whom, and why. And that's what the co-sell agent produces, automatically and in minutes. So what did I build and how does it work? Co-sell agent is an AI-powered workflow. You give it 4 inputs, the hyperscaler, a company name, their website, and any additional information that you have, and that's it. From there, it runs a full research synthesis cycle. It pulls publicly available intelligence on the target account, maps that to the vendor's capabilities, aligns both to the hyperscaler consumption priorities, and outputs a complete sales enablement package ready to use. This is not a chatbot. It's not a prompt you copy into ChatGPT and hope for the best. It's a structured, repeatable, auditable workflow built with NA10 for the automation layer and Claude Anthropic's model for the intelligence layer. And for anyone who's been following my work, you'll recognize the principles underpinning this from Aligned, the book I wrote, specifically the consumption first GTM framework and the superpower better together model. Let me show how it's done. Here's the trigger. It's a simple interactive chat with 4 questions. I'm going to run this live. I use a real company and the vendor in this case is na10.ai. So I'll choose the hyperscaler that I'm working with. In this case, it's AWS. Company name and website, that would be Playo and .ai. And then, is there any additional information you want to include? Not right now. And yes. So while that's running, I wanted to show you the NA10 workflow. You can see the agents which do the research. This is where the agent is pulling public intelligence on this company, strategic priorities, operational challenges, transformation signals. It is then combined with a hyperscaler best practices in co-selling, NA10 strengths, metrics, and ROI from their case studies, along with the prompt briefing that dictates the final output. I've sped this up. In real time, it takes probably about a minute or two. The evidence is being tagged as it's gathered, so you've got confirmed, probable, or unknown, and that's deliberate because we don't want hallucinating co-sell briefs, and every claim needs a confidence level. This is where Prompt Cowboy AI comes in. The prompt architecture driving these agents is engineered for structured, reliable, and I'll link that in the description below. So that's done, and I'm just going to take you through the output so you can understand what's actually produced. So let's scroll to the top. So first, the document provides a company a snapshot just in case that this is a new account to the NA10 sales rep. It gives an insight into the prospect's cloud provider alignment and then the top 3 business priorities. This is important as these priorities will have budget and C-level ownership. Scroll down. So in the fourth part, the information is taken from NA10's website and its case studies and looks at how NA10 can help with those company key priorities. Scroll down a bit. The fifth part is the co-sell angle. So this is essentially where the NA10 rep can actually take these different points, and when they come on a call with the AWS rep or whoever the hyperscaler is, they actually have a better together story that they can speak intelligently to, and also it's relevant to that account. The sixth point, there's a recommended first move that both reps can talk about, and I've put some questions that the vendor rep can ask the prospect, but also collaborate with the AWS rep to get that relevant information. There's a few red flags as well, just in case this is not an opportunity. And then finally, what I've done is I basically put a summary that can be put into Slack, or this information be put into a Notion document, or essentially it's in a format that could be pasted into Google. So why does this matter? Because right now, creating this package manually takes a good partner or solutions engineer or good sales rep 3 to 4 hours per account. If you have 20 accounts in a co-sell motion, that's a full work week per cycle. This agent does it in under 3 minutes, and it does it consistently with evidence-based output structured for the hyperscaler audience and that best together story. This is what I, Brett, and Michael mean when we talk about AI as a force multiplier for alliance leaders. You're not replacing the relationship. You're not replacing the judgment. You're removing the operational bottleneck that slows everything down. The pals who adopt this, who build or adopt workflows like this, are going to operate at a pace that their peers simply cannot match. That was the whole argument in episode 1. AI won't replace pals, but it'll obviously replace the unprepared ones. This is a practical version of that argument. So there's 3 things before you go. First, the agent. If you want the full documentation for this co-sell agent, the workflow architecture, the prompt structure, the output templates, reach out to me directly. I'm not going to put this in a blog post. It's not behind a paywall, but I am sharing it with people who are serious about building this capability into their partnership function. The link's in the description. If you're watching this and you're not a little bit tempted, you're probably in the wrong job. Second, if the frameworks underpinning this resonate with you, the superpower, better together model, the hyperscaler alignment approach, that's all in my book, Aligned. The book is available on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. But the agent is the tool, and the book and the agent work together. The link is in the description. And third, the tech stack. If you want to build your own version of this, NA10 is the automation platform. PromptCowboy.ai is where the prompt engineering methodology lives. Both the links below. Both are definitely worth your time. I'm Andrew Morris. This has been Beyond Co-Sell. Michael, Brett. I hopefully will see you in the next episode 4, where you guys will be sharing some of your AI hints and tricks, assuming the situation permits. Thank you.